All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Lucky 56.
The give is to Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
On second down, here's Rudolph. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Detroit!
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Rudolph looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And right away, he lost the football. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tempo. Gun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check, Patriot!
On 1st down, Rudolph. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Tempo. 56. Gun.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Be ready for one word. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Took right.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
14, run it. run it. 19.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd and 10, Rudolph going up top. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. That's James. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Come on, tempo. Gun.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Full play time, guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
14. Front left.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Flushed out right toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Bell. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now Bell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 56 is Mike. 56 is gun.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Now he steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Tempo, tempo. 56, Mike, 56, right there. 14. Rip left, rip right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Douglas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Let's go, 14. Shotgun.
Wilson operating from the gun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now Wilson on second down. Finding room to the 20. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know every coach talks about respecting the ball, taking care of the ball. But when it's 3rd and long like that, you're triggered, man. He wants to make a play. And on that one, he's trying to force one downfield to make that play. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, he tried to make the play. A little risky, but it fell incomplete. New York set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, 14.
On 2nd down, Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Big hold of the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To throw on second down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rudolph from his goal line here. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back now here on EA Sports.
Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Got a man, it's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. It's James. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. And he's in. touchdown, Steelers. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll run it here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun. 56, Mike, 56. 12.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Rudolph. And James has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rudolph on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tempo.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Going to throw again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They will throw it here with Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He's going deep for Brown. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.